Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another flip through. So today we are in my January, February creative daily journal, and this is just an altered composition book with expanded spine, and yeah, the cover was influenced by Melanie Sullivan. So let's just get started. Today is going to be the last half. Let's see where we were before. Okay, this is where we left off, was on the 15th, okay? So let's see what happened. Okay, so this day, yes, I remember this very well. It was a Sunday, and this is a picture of my beautiful family. I did it on my Sprocket, finally got it to work, I don't know. And we went to Lots of Lox Deli, so it's a really yummy Jewish delicatessen that my kids had suggested. And so, yeah, we all went. And it was very fun and it was very nice. It was just the four of us, and that hardly ever happens these days. So it was a wonderful day out with them. Afterwards, let me think. I think the kids went off to do some shopping on their own. Yeah, they went to Trader Joe's and stuff like that. And my husband and I believe, came home. Oh yeah, Sunshine treated us to breakfast this morning. It was so yummy. Oh my gosh. And then, oh, my husband got some salt bagels, which are like my favorite. Yeah. Anyway, and I got cheese blintzes, which was such a fun memory for me because my father, I mean, I think he only made them like twice in my lifetime that I can remember, but I just vividly remember him making cheese blintzes when we were kids, and I loved them. So there's a picture of my cheese blintzes. They were so good. Yeah, and it brought back such great memories. And then on this day, I must have received my What It Is book by Linda Berry. And don't you worry, I do have a review of my Linda Berry books in the works, okay? So yes, this was a sweet little ticket I got from Allison in a Happy Mail. Nice. Okay, so on this day here, this was a Monday. I wasn't back at work because it was Martin Luther King Day. So we had the day off from work. Here's, his quote, of course. And this day I received Picture This, the third book of Linda Berry that I had purchased. And I had some nighttime tea tonight. These, the pucka tea I did receive in Happy Mail from my sweet sister Karen down under. This is just like a flower from a Mantra Wellness magazine that I did an Allison trick on and covered it with glitter Mod Podge, super fun. And on my day off, I worked in my room pretty much all this day. Yeah, I actually cleaned off my desk. However, my sewing scissors and my fine liner glue with my pretty dangle that I got from Brooke, Recreations by Brooke, they're missing. They are like missing in action. I don't know what happened to them. It's driving me insane. But anyway, still missing. And then my husband made fadaye for dinner, which is a Lebanese dish. And we had actually seen it on, or it was like a rendition of it, I suppose. We had seen it on that new cooking show that Joanna Gaines has. And yeah, so those were super delicious. And Sunshine came over, as well did Eric, my daughter's boyfriend. And on this day, I filmed 4 videos. Holy cannoli, yeah. So let's see, anything in the pocket? Oh yes, on this day here, for some reason, I'm not really sure why, I got like a late Christmas card from the pastors at school, from the pastor and his wife at school. Okay, so then on this day, again, with the glittery Mod Podge, oh my gosh, I love it. Like, I don't know, no, you guys can't see it. Look at that, glitter. Oh my gosh, so much fun. I did it here, like I had just like glitter everywhere. It was wonderful. So, on this day, let's see. Okay, we went back to work, and oh yeah, it was pretty cool. It was in the 50s. It actually got lower than that later on, but anyway. Okay, so many are out at work. Oh my goodness, yeah. So I had to look after 4 different classes. We have some classes that are actually in quarantine. So, yeah. So instead of the normal 2 classes I looked after 4 classes because 2 other teachers' assistants were out as well. So yeah, it was a super busy day. And I worked on the other teacher's word of the year door. I was like hand lettering or whatever you want to call it, because I don't really hand letter, but I was, drawing prettily their words for the year so that I could laminate them and put them on the wall. Oh, we were supposed to have a Mooney and Boney lunch, but we had to postpone. And I went to Michael's after work, which I do not like. I don't like going to Michael's at all, but I had to because I needed to get some macrame cording because this is a sample. This is a macrame feather that I made, and we are still making these for like an auction project, a school auction it's a fundraiser for the school. And so each of the classes do like an art project. I've helped out, I don't know, over the last 2 years, I guess. This will be my 3rd year helping out. So anyway, my daughter's class is doing a branch, with a bunch of these macrame feathers. The kids are having a really great time doing it, but they hadn't started yet. I just went and got the stuff for it, the cording and everything. Yeah, 2 classrooms were quarantined, and yeah, so that was that. This day was this was inauguration day. Not really gonna say much about it because, I write here, honestly, I'm more interested in National Cheese Lovers Day, so you can just imagine my thoughts on that. Anyway, yeah, and my husband actually has a shirt with this on it that he used to wear to work. Anyway, so we're all in this together. More COVID stuff. 3 classrooms are out now. Crazy. I had received like just a really odd, like spam email, I guess. I don't know why I decided to save it. I have no idea. This talks about kindness, and holy cow, like, in the classrooms for whatever reason, like the kids are having a really hard time being kind to one another. So, yeah. Just having conversations with the kids, think before you speak, and, don't be saying stuff to others that you wouldn't want to be said to you. Just all those common sense things, And then my daughter, she had gone out this day to Five Below to get some stuff for school, I'm assuming. And she found these Schoolhouse Rock stickers, and oh my word, such a treat from her. She saw them and she's like, oh, I have to get them for mom. And they are just so adorable. I loved Schoolhouse Rock. My kids learned so much from Schoolhouse Rock. So, oh my goodness. Okay. And then this day, poor Big Handsome. I mean, let's see. I think my daughter got home from work late. Yeah, because after work now she goes to the gym and then, whatever she needs to shop or pick stuff up or whatever. So she got home late. Big Handsome was having a high pain day. And so we cooked steak for dinner that night. Yeah, I don't know. And then I was so tired, like I fell asleep on the living room floor again. Yeah, just life stress was getting to me. Okay, that was rather long. All right, and then on this day here, my hubby, he brought home some roses for me, so that was super sweet. National Hugging Day. This should have actually been on the other page, like just spreading kindness around, although, of course, we are not allowed to hug. And then this, I wrote, thanks, Allison. This from AJ's Inspired Life. I'm friends with her on Facebook, and she always puts these, not always, but, she puts these, like, really cute, what are they called, like those quiz things? And this quiz was, what would you look like as a chicken? And so this is me as a chicken with a ruffly rainbow tutu on, which is hilarious because, like I've dubbed myself just a colorful hot mess. So I thought that was hilarious. Temperatures were in the 50s. Here's another little thing that I put the glittery Mod Podge over again. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's very glittery and beautiful. And I think, what's nice about this is that it's set in the glue, so the glitter doesn't come off once you put it down, which is fabulous. Okay, so long day at work, but it was the last one for the week. Okay, because we had Friday off. I think this was a teacher work day. Um, so let's see. Okay, and then in Beauty Queen's class, they have their Wow Box treats. It's like a box. I don't even know how many boxes are in it, but like when they're caught doing good, they get to pick a box and put their number in it, and then when it's all filled up, they have like a party kind of thing. So, and then I took the other class out for recess early this day, and then that teacher said, "Oh, you can go ahead and leave early if you want to," but I did end up staying because, with all the pandemic stuff and classes and TAs being out and all that, yeah, we were short staffed, so I decided just to go ahead and stay to help out, and got home and relaxed with Big Handsome. Oh, and my daughter was gonna leave to go to Fort Myers to see her friend, so she was gonna be gone for the weekend. And right here is when our puppy Jack was not doing well at all, but I was worried about him at this point. But he was still like eating and drinking and all that kind of stuff. He just had really low energy. So yeah. And then on this day here, I did a really fun live stream. I had not done a live stream in what seems like forever because I just don't have time to do live streams anymore, but it was super fun. And Brooke from Recreations by Brooke was on it. And so she really helped me out with putting a whole bunch of links in because a lot of the people in the box were, have their own YouTube channels and all that. So it was really great just to see everybody. And then I realized afterward that I had been on Top Chat instead of live chat the entire time. So if you were on that live stream and I completely ignored anything that you were saying, I profusely apologize. I was not on the right chat. Oh my goodness. So my beauty queen, she left early this morning to drive over to Fort Myers. It's a few hours away, so she got there safely for a girls' weekend. And then later this afternoon, I had a nice video chat with Brooke, which is always fun. So yeah, Big Handsome and High Pain again. What's new? And we just relaxed and watched our show later. And Jackie is just, at this point, he was just not doing well at all. And of course it happened on a Friday. I don't know. Here again, poor Jack. So this is Saturday. I did receive a really sweet happy mail from Allison at AJ's Inspired Life, and she sent me these cards that I had been coveting that she had found at Dollar Tree, and I'd been looking at all of our Dollar Trees and hadn't found them. And so she got me a box. I mean, isn't that sweet? Oh my gosh, so sweet. And I need to return her kindness very soon. My husband worked on our taxes, so we got all those done. I filmed 2 videos, began the January flip and the quick flip. I did put a little thing in here. It's okay to feel your feelings. Yeah, I was feeling pretty sad. Okay, on this day, we found out that Jackie had like a sore on him, and so we were definitely gonna have to take him to the vet because it was the type of thing that needs antibiotics. So I slept poorly again. Oh yes, and this day we received a family calendar from my brother and his wife. They had done it on like Vistaprint, I guess. And it's like it used to be a tradition that my grandmother made the calendar on her computer every year. And then she did that for a number of years. My grandmother is in her 90s, late 90s. And that's the grandmother that I speak to every Sunday. And so anyhow, she used to make the calendars. Then I started making the calendars. And then when I got a new computer, I couldn't transfer it because of the different operating systems. So then their daughter, my brother's daughter, did it, I think, for a year. She did it, and then this year no one was going to do it, so my brother and his wife decided to do it and put pictures of the family, and like they got like a professional calendar made. So it was really great. It was so super sweet, and and a very nice surprise. Let's see, taxes complete. Oh, this year we're actually getting money back. Yay us. And then we're sleeping with the pups. Yes, my husband was on the couch with Jackie, and I was in bed with Roxy. So, And then this day here, I filmed 2 videos. It was a Sunday, so I filmed my ramble session for the following Monday, and I did do my Collage Weekly Planner number 5. And if you're wondering, I have a playlist for the Collage Weekly Planner, which is by Margarete Miller. I have a playlist of that, so if you want to go back and see what I've done the previous weeks, you can. I usually put a video of that out every Friday. So another rough night worrying about poor Jack. Woke at 6 and my husband was giving him a bath. And then Roxy had a bath next, and then she had an episode. Like, I don't know what the heck is going on with my dogs. They're just like, I don't know. But at the time too, like, again, they were still like doing what dogs do. You know what I'm saying? They were eating, sleeping, barking, you know, whatever. Anyway, so yeah. That was that. And I was feeling puny myself. And yeah, my autonomic nervous system, it does not do well handling stress. So, and I was just stressed out about my pups at this time. And I literally sat in my chair and watched videos almost all day. And then I found out that my crafty bestie's daughter was involved in a serious ATV accident. And she was in the ICU. But the doctors say that she'll recover fully. So we were praising the Lord for that. I mean, oh my gosh. And then BQ made it safely home. So let's see what's in here. Not really sure what is in here in my pocket. Let me see. Oh, this was the sweet little note that my sister-in-law sent along with the calendar. Now, why it's not, I don't know why it's in there. It should be in there. Yeah, she sent a very sweet note and like explaining the whole thing, you know, about the family calendar. So that was really, really nice of her. Now on this day here, this was the bag that my puppy Jack's medicine came in. So my husband saved it for me just in case I wanted to put it in my book. And it's like really thin plastic, but yeah. So he saved that, and I just tipped it in as a little cover thing. And then up and at him and not liking it one bit, yeah, because we had a 3-day weekend, and still short on staff. So this day, this day I actually subbed for one of the 4th grade classes. So yeah, one of the 4th grades was in quarantine, and then the other 4th grade was still in class, but their teacher was out for the day. So it was actually a very nice day. It was it was like a really nice reprieve from what I normally do all day, which is run around like a chicken with my head cut off. So it was nice being in the classroom again and just kind of like doing all the things, you know. It was fun. So I really enjoyed it, and I would definitely sub for this teacher again. Her class was great. Had some tea this afternoon. Poor Jack went to the vet. So yeah, he had a raging staph infection. He had a burst ulcer in his right eye, so that left him blind in that eye. I don't even know what happened. Like, we did notice something weird going on with his eye, but that's what ended up happening. And we had scheduled surgery for Monday because they said that it needed to come out, which I know is probably TMI and a bit gross, but that's what was going on. And Big Handsome was just taking such great care of our sweet Jackson. He was sleeping on the couch with him and just loving him up, and yeah, just taking really great care of him. And same sleeping arrangements, and I'm super tired at this time. So we were watching Scott, Scott and Bailey on, I think it's on Prime. So this day here, puddle of tears, okay, just in a puddle of tears. I didn't want to get up. I had to go to work, hit the snooze, headed to work, busy all day. You could probably read all this, right? But then Beauty Queen, her class was down to 5 students because there were 3 exposures in her class. And so those students were gone. And then we have a set of twins in our class. So one of them was sick, not with, not with that. He just happened to fall ill. And so then they went out. Yeah. So anyway, then I came home. I called my girlfriend, my crafty bestie, about her daughter's ATV accident, and holy cannoli. Okay. It was, I mean, what a nightmare for her, first of all, as a mother. Yeah. Terrible. Okay. But then it just got worse from there. Like, the EMTs came to the site of the accident They had gone head on with another ATV. It was very foggy that night. Anyway, so she had actually lost consciousness and just, she landed in a field. I mean, it was bad. And so the EMTs get there and they sent her home, like, of course, my crafty bestie was there along with her husband and whatever. And they're, assessing the situation and all that. And yeah, the EMTs are like, oh, well, she's talking, she seems fine. And, she might have a broken scapula, but you can just take her to the hospital for that, And then they left, okay? So that evening, and it happened early in the morning. And so she ended up taking her daughter to the hospital, the local hospital. They admitted her, okay? After they ran some tests, but then figured they couldn't run some of the tests that they really needed to, they ended up transporting her to the trauma hospital up in the city because why? She had a fractured skull in many places. She had a fractured scapula. She had a brain bleed. She had, a fractured neck. Okay. Oh my gosh, just other stuff too. All right. Like, it's amazing she was even talking, right? The few hours before. So 5 hours into a traumatic injury to her brain. And this was the same girl that the EMT sent home. I was floored, but thank the Lord, she is back home now and recovering. She will make a full recovery. Oh my gosh, she had the Lord looking out for her. Let me tell you what. Then also in a puddle of tears, because I think on this day is when we were deciding or not if we were going to put our Jackie down, because was almost 14 years old, he's blind in one eye, can't have the surgery, had this raging infection, found out he had diabetes, also had Cushing's. He was a total mess, so emotional day for sure. Okay. On this day here, I received in the mail how to draw almost everything too. This day, actually, and obviously, I pre-decorated, okay, because I wasn't feeling any of this stuff. I had received some new paint markers in the mail. These are actually, they kind of look like gelatos and they come out like gelatos, but they're actually paint. They're pretty cool. My husband went to his pain doctor so that his pain doctor could fill out his Social Security form. And we're really hoping that by having a doctor's note, he is able to get disability without having to go to a hearing. So fingers crossed for that. If you didn't know, my husband is unable and has been unable to work due to health issues. So, anyway. So we'll see. And, on this day we had made our decision to put our dog down because he was suffering and we did not want that for him. And sad does not even begin to describe. So we knew it was also sad because we knew this was going to be our last night with him. I hope I can get through this without crying. So this day I took the day off work and we said goodbye to our sweet boy. My husband and I took him to the vet and we were able to just be with him through the entire process. The vet was just super. I mean, I don't even know what more to say. They were so comforting and loving and kind. And so that was that day. And then I actually went to work this day. I wrote my eyes are leaking. I went to work this day. It was actually, better for me just to kind of go to work and do something other than sit and grieve my dog, And so, but it was a short day, which thank goodness, I came home and I watched loads of YouTube videos and just vegged. And Roxy at this time, she seemed to be doing fine. Like she was a bundle of energy. And she was doing okay, although the only difference was that she would not go in her crate for bed anymore. So she was now sleeping with me. And I'm just emotionally exhausted. Had some tea this night, and my husband and I on Prime, we were watching Scott and Bailey. And I also received this Peter's Line Almanac, which is a really cool book by a YouTuber called Peter Draws. I'll leave all the links below. And so I received that book today. And then on this day, this was me right here. I doodled this. This was like literally me on my desk in my room for like, I don't even know, a couple of hours, I think, just emotional and just, yeah, not today. And then this day, which was the perfect day, I received this very sweet statue from sweet Christy Biddleston and her family, and it just came on the perfect day. I was just beyond sad, just beyond sad. And I know, I don't know, some people might be like, it's a dog, and yeah, I'm not one of those, like fur baby and all that kind of, like I'm not a parent to a dog. I am an owner to a dog, but yeah, he was still our dog, and we had him for, almost 14 years, I mean, he grew up with our kids, and he was just he was a really good dog. So yeah, went to my Jesus Calling book, and trust in me, I rejoice when your mind turns toward me. And so yeah, that day. And then on this day, Sunday, was the end of the month. And I did receive my mild liner brush pens, which are super fun, even though I don't know how to brush letter. Gosh. And this page, this is just how I was feeling, again, going to the Word of God. And this is Jesus Calling, which is a devotional. It is not the Word of God. The Holy Bible is the Word of God, but I do often turn to this because it does direct me to the Word of God. So there's that in a nutshell. These beautiful pieces are, this is a Jane Davenport tissue paper and Jane Davenport washi tape that I had received in Happy Mail from my sweet sister Karen, and some faith-based stickers to go along with this right here. I am your strength and shield. So yeah, that was that. And that was the end of January. We had a very sad ending to January. And then this was my beginning of February 2021. And so sorry this video has gone on for so long. I mean, I really just kind of wanted to do these flips in 2 different videos instead of spacing them out for a lot of shorter videos. I don't know. I hope you don't mind. But this is the beginning of my February, and I think it's super cute. I love you. Get it? Okay. Anyway, we'll end on that sweet, loving note. And I will thank you for your time, and thank you for sharing it with me. And I will talk to you all real soon. Bye for now.